Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. On this episode, I'm reviewing The Viscount Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn. This is the second book of the Bridgerton series, and I was so excited to read it. I absolutely loved the show, and Anthony and Kate were so perfect on their season that I was so curious to see if their book would be as lovely as the show. According to Lady Whistledown's Society Papers, 1814 promises to be another eventful season, but not for Anthony Bridgerton, London's most elusive bachelor who has shown no indication that he plans to marry. And why should he? When it comes to playing the consummate rake, nobody does it better. But this time, the gossip columnist has it wrong. Anthony Bridgerton hasn't just decided to marry, he's chosen a wife. The only obstacle is his intended's older sister, Kate Sheffield, the most meddlesome woman ever to grace a London ballroom. The spirited schemer is driving Anthony mad with her determination to stop the betrothal. But when he closes his eyes at night, Kate is the woman haunting his increasingly erotic dreams. Contrary to popular belief, Kate is quite sure that reformed rakes do not make the best husbands, and Anthony Bridgerton is the most wicked rogue of them all. Kate is determined to protect her sister, but she fears her own heart is vulnerable. And when Anthony's lips touch hers, she's suddenly afraid she might not be able to resist the reprehensible rake herself. As I said in the beginning of this video, I love Bridgerton, the Netflix show, and I have been super curious in the last couple of years to read the books. I read The Duke and I didn't love it a lot, but I absolutely fell in love with the second book and Anthony and Kate's love story. There are a lot of different things from the book to the series, but I really loved how the book explains their story and passion even more. The chemistry from the show is all there, but Julia Quinn took a lot of time explaining every single moment and interaction, which made the story feel even more special. And I kind of prefer the fact that Anthony never actually proposed to Edwina. I think it makes things a little lighter in the book, but I know that the show, of course, wanted a little drama. Firstly, and mentioning the two main characters, I loved Anthony and how we see his whole story develop from the first book to this one, where we finally get his perspective of past events, but also what he was looking for. He starts as a very womanizer character and very practical and determined to just get the marriage, children part of his life over with because he believes he will die young. And I really loved how Kate helped him get through that and accept his own mortality as something that can happen in the most unexpected way. This allowed him to be more carefree and finally acknowledge the love he felt for Kate, and showing even excitement for the life they could build together. And Kate starts this story by being a little insecure in herself and her own destiny, but with a determination to help her sister find a respectable husband. She's never afraid to speak her mind and even push Anthony's buttons. But what I loved more about her character development was the confidence she gained as the story progressed. We finally see her fit in and realize that she is more than Edwina. She is also important and deserves good things in life. As I said, I love the chemistry between these two, and the enemies to lovers trope is always a good one. Their book left me feeling so giddy due to their entertaining and hilarious banter, but that chemistry was just sizzling, and I loved how they just couldn't hold their feelings in. I loved how competitive they were, even as a married couple, and all the Pall Mall scenes were truly glorious. Finally, and just to mention that I love the Bridgertons as family. They are all so witty and smart, super competitive and protective of each other, and always down to humiliate one another. the scenes where they all interact and a few interact, actually the ones that stand out from the books and are real still grabbers, scene grabbers. I'm already reading An Offer from a Gentleman, which is Benedict and Sophie's story, and I'm already swooning over Benedict. He has been my favorite brother in the series, and it's still holding true to this point. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at ritasbookclub for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!